Okay, Coach, just kind of talk about the weekend that was for you guys.
Yeah, you look at Friday, I think was disappointing for us. We got a couple details wrong and gave up 2 goals that are fairly uncharacteristic of us, and we want those back. East Bay was a team that we thought we could get, and we felt like we were in a good position to do that. But at the end of the day, they beat us 2-1, and then, now the backs are really against the wall, right? So now, going into Sunday, we knew 6 games left. We needed to get, 4 wins, 3 wins, and a couple draws, something like that. The girls came out and played very well against a good East Bay team. A game that I thought we had a good run of play for the majority of it. Just struggled to score, and then Kendall scores a great goal in overtime to win it for us. So, if you're going to split on a weekend, it's always nice to get the win on the last day, right? It keeps the emotions high for the week, and now we prepare to go to Southern California to play, a very good Cal Poly team and then a very good San Bernardino team on Sunday.
Last 2 weeks, the Sundays have been great. Good Sundays for you guys. But what will it take now to get to come home with a sweep?
Yeah, I think we've done well against Cal Poly the last couple years. I think that part of that is that they were down last year a little bit. This year they're very good. They're healthy. They've now drawn twice the last 2 games, and so they're going to be a little bit hungry for what's going on. But at the same point, they're pretty much in the playoffs. They're 1 or 2 wins away from just being in, so they're fairly comfortable in where they're at. So I think that a big piece of it for us is going to be the hunger. Cal Poly, they're athletic, they're fast, and they're just very good. So that's going to be a real challenge on Friday, but a fun one. And then you look at Sunday, San Bernardino, athletic, have not done as well, right? Definitely struggling in results, similar to where we're at, but a team that now has gotten a couple results similar to what was happened to us. So we've got to stay focused. We've got to stay focused on us. We've got to do the things that we do well, and we've got to put the ball in the back of the net. If we do that, I think that we're tough to deal with.
How much urgency is there knowing that there's just 6 matches left now for you guys?
Yeah, you start to feel it, and you can see it when you look at, if you see the social media posts and things like that from Sunday's game, and the girls felt like it was coming, right? Like we believed that we were going to win that game, from the start, and we hit the post a number of times. Their goalkeeper makes a couple saves, we missed a couple sitters, and any little bit of doubt that was creeping in was immediately relieved with that stress and that pressure, knowing we had to get a result on Sunday. And you can see it in the players' faces, you can see it in the staff, and that pressure's there. But what's nice is that it seems as the pressure builds with this group, they play better. And I think the best is yet to come for us.
You talk a little bit about, but can you talk more about your opponent on Friday with the Pomona?
Yeah, Pomona, they're so well organized. They're very athletic out wide and up top. They've got a couple players that were on injury last year that were out for the year on redshirt. So now they're back. Those players are obviously very hungry. Jay's a fantastic coach, and a good friend. So, we get to go and we get to play. I get to coach against a good friend. We get to play against good players, and they just read at their surface. So the field is fantastic. It's really nice grass, and so that's going to play into our hands a little bit. And the way we like to move the ball, the way we like to play on a quality surface like that, is it should play into our benefit. So we'll see what happens.
How many grass fields do you actually play on during the season?
More than not. We play more grass fields than not, but we don't necessarily play on fields that are brand new. They ripped it up, they resodded it. As long as, God forbid, the rain hits this week or anything crazy like that, but it looks great on film. And Jay's been bragging about it, so I'm going to put it to test.
Usually it's humble and we're known for our grass.
Yeah. No, it's different.
Pekake's goal against East Bay, she had one from like 25 yards out or something. I just wanted to kind of hear what your reaction was in the moment of that.
Yeah, she hit a bit of a banger. I think easily front runner for goal of the year at this point, if anybody's keeping track, which we are. So, I think it was a moment that was coming for her. P is such a good player. She's a great captain. She's a great leader. She's a really good player, and she does so much facilitating for other players. Getting assists. Playing players in positions where they can be dangerous, and that was the challenge that we had for her at halftime. We said, listen, you're going to have to step on it a little bit. You're going to have to do something a little bit different. And I think if you watch back on the film, there's a little bit of anger in that ball that she hit, a little frustration. In the game, she'd been very frustrated. They were playing her really physically. They were beating her up a lot, and they finally gave her a couple yards of space, and she made them pay for it. And that's, you know, that's the quality that she has. She can do those things, and we expect that of her. And as she did that now, you can expect more of that moving forward in the next 5 or 6 games.
And the overtime goal and the win on Sunday, that came pretty quick into the extra period, right?
Yeah, it was building. You know, it was interesting because you saw the men's teams from both programs, right, are playing after us, and so they come behind us, and we're talking to the team, getting ready, you know, as we get into overtime, and everybody was like, no, it's coming. Like, everybody knew it was coming, and I think that was something that you could feel the presence and the positive energy coming from the men's staff. You could feel it coming from the men's players sitting behind our bench, like really urging us on. And then, you know, a great moment for Kendall, you know, somebody who's been out now for 3 weeks, right? So that's only her second game back after being out on concussion. And she's been hungry, you know, and you see that, you know, just a little bit of training she's had coming back. She wanted to play, and she's been thinking about that moment, and she made it count.
Thank you.